this other piece. I'll be joining this other piece. To do this fishing line I'm holding, I'm going to insert one bead into this fishing line. Then I'm going to insert this fishing line. Can you see? Just one bead. Then pick up the other piece and insert this fishing line into this bead I'm pointing to. Insert the fishing line this way. Then I'll pick one more bead, then I'll cross with it. I'll be crossing with one bead. Like this. Pull it and put it in place. Then to continue, this fishing line, insert it into this bead. The other end, insert it into this bead I'm touching, and you cross. Insert it here. Then pick one fishing line and cross with it. Sorry, here I'll be looping here. Yes, so make a loop, pull it and keep everything in place this way. Now insert this fishing line into the bead, this bead as seen, then this one into this one I'm pointing at. And this is where you end your fishing line. You are done with this side. Insert one bead and tie both ends of fishing line. Tie both ends. One. You tie it 2 times. Then after tying, you want to insert both ends of the fishing line to about 5 or 6 beads before cutting off the excess.
Now I'm done joining the other side, and this is what I have. I have this rectangular shaped box. Now I'm going to be making a similar box, but this time it will be a bit bigger than this one. This is what I'm talking about. This is the first one I made. The length is 19 rings, while the breadth is 12 rings. But for the bigger one, I'll be adding 2 rings each to both the length and the breadth. So for this bigger one, the length will be 21 rings, while the breadth would be 14 rings. Just add 2 rings to the rings on the length and breadth of the small one. Then place it like this. Place the small one inside the big one this way. Place it this way. Now I'll start joining both boxes together at the top like this. I'll join them at the top round. Now to join them, place them like this. Then the second ring that I'm touching here, you align it with the first ring on the small one. The second ring of the big rectangle, align it with this the second bead on the big triangle, align it with the first bead on the small triangle. Then insert your fishing line into the second ring of the big rectangle, second bead of the big second bead this way. Can you see the bead I inserted the fishing line into? Then you pick one bead, insert one bead into one end of the fishing line this way, the fishing line at the top, insert one bead. Then that same fishing line, we are going to be inserting this same fishing line into the first bead, into the first ring of the small one, first ring of the length of the small one, this bead. Yes, you can see is the first one on the length. Then you put it in place. This is what it's going to look like. Now you pick one bead and you cross or loop with it. Now pick one bead and cross. Once you are done crossing, this is what it's going to look like. Yes, this is what it's going to look like once you are done crossing. Now the next thing you do is this fishing line, you insert it into this bead, and the next one you'll be inserting this fishing line into these two beads I'm pointing at. Yes, so I'll be inserting it now. This is the first one and this is the second one. The first one is the first bead for the length, while the second one is the first bead from the breadth. Then you pick a bead and you cross or you loop. For this I'm looping, then pull it and put everything in place, and this is what it looks like. Now we are going to continue joining at the top. We continue joining. You insert this bead into this, you insert this fishing line into this bead, this one, and this one also into the bead, into this one, and you cross with another bead. Insert it into the bead, this one also, insert it, then you cross with one bead. Now I'm done crossing and this is what I have, and this is what it is looking like this. Now I'll continue joining. Insert this fishing line into the bead at the top, the other end of the fishing line also, insert it into this bead at the top, then you cross. I'm done crossing and this is what it looks like. Now I'm going to continue joining it, joining both rectangles this way by inserting this fishing line into the bead at the top and the other end into the bead at the top, then cross. Now I'll continue joining both rectangles like this all the way till the end, now I'm done joining this side and I'm at the end right here, and now I need to cross onto the next row, onto the next side, so I can start joining. To do this, insert your fishing line into the first bead here and the first bead here, the first bead of the breadth of the rectangle and the first bead of the length of the rectangle into two beads. Yes, and this is what it looks like. Now you pick one bead and you cross with it. Now once I'm done crossing or looping, this is what I have, this is what it looks like. Now I can easily start joining this row also by inserting this fishing line into the bead at the top and the other end also into the bead at the top, and I'll cross. So I'll continue joining both rectangles this way till I reach the end right here.
Now I'm done joining this side, as you can see. Now the next thing is for me to turn here and continue with this side. I'll join this side also all the way till the end. Now I'm done joining and this is where I'll be ending this joining process right here. So I'm going to pick one bead and I'll be crossing with it. So this is what I have. Now I'll be inserting this fishing line into this bead and the other one into this bead. Now I'm going to insert this fishing line into this bead here at the top. At this point, both ends of the fishing line are beside each other, and I'm just going to tie them together and make a knot. Tie them twice. I'll be tying them 3 times. 1, 2, pull it properly, and 3. This is a third knot like this, and pull it well. Now I'm going to be inserting my fishing line into this bead and hide the knots inside the bead. And I'm going to insert the fishing line to about 5 or 6 beads before I eventually cut off the excess. I would also do the same for the other end of the fishing line. Now I'm done, and this is how it looks like. Now I'm going to turn it and also be joining both rectangles the same way I joined them at the top. I'm going to join them the same way at the bottom. Join them round this way all the way till the end, just like I did for the first side. Now I'm done joining both ends, and let me tell you, we are almost done with making this beauty. So here is my mirror, and I'm going to be cutting a board, or you can get a carton, a very strong carton in the same size as your mirror. Now the first thing you do now is place this the carton, place it inside your frame, place it inside the frame. You pick your mirror and you place it on top of the carton, then you turn it back. We are going to be making like a V shape this way at the 4 corners of the frame. This is to keep the mirror and the board the carton in place. Can you see this corner right here? This corner, the 2 beads that makes up this corner, this and this, you count 1 bead each backward from both of these beads. So for this one you count 1 backward, and for this one also you count 1 backward. So you have 1, 2, 3 and 4 beads in total. So you are going to be working on these 4 beads, this 1, 2, 3 and 4. Say this is the first one, this is number 1. Insert your fishing line into this one. Insert your fishing line like this. So into the bead at the top, into the fishing line at the top, this one, you insert 2 beads. Insert 2 beads, 1, 2, and you cross with 1. That's the first one. Then on to the next one, this one right here. So for this one, you insert this fishing line. You insert this fishing line into this bead and the next. You insert the fishing line into the 2 beads making up the corner. Then you pick 1 bead and you cross with this. Now the 4 beads I told you to count before. Now you've worked on the first one, the second one, the third one, and lastly this is the 4th one. This is where you'll be stopping. So this is the last string you'll be making here. So you insert this fishing line into this bead, this one. Now you pick 2 beads. Pick 2 beads, then insert it into one end of the fishing line, both beads into one. Then what you do next is to tie both ends of the fishing line this way. Pull it well. Pull to keep the knot in place. It's time to finish up the remaining ends of our fishing line. Now I'm done. I'm done with this edge, and I'm going to repeat the same thing for this edge, and this edge. So is it edge or corner? Okay, this corner, this and this, so making 4 corners in total. Now I'm done joining all the corners, and this is how it looks like. You have yourself a beautiful vanity tray. Now next is the vase. So to make this vase, you need to make a mat like this one, and the count of the mat should be ring of 4 in 7 places this way. you'll be making 23 rows. After making 23 rows, it's time to bend this mat to form your vase. Now you count 1 2 3 4 5 6 6, then you bend again. You count 1 2 3 4 5 6 6 again, and you bend again. You count 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 6 right here, and again you bend it, and this is what it looks like. Now we are going to join both sides together. I have this fishing line already inside this bead, inside this one. This is the fishing line I've been working with, so I have this one left. So if you don't have fishing line left like mine, just cut a bit of fishing line this way and insert it into this bead. So after inserting into this bead, you pick one bead, insert it into the fishing line facing you, this one, this way, and you insert the same fishing line into this first bead here, this one. Now you are going to pick one more bead and loop, or you cross. I'm looping here, okay, and this is what we have. Now the next thing you do is insert this fishing line into this bead, this one into this one, and you cross. So you do the same all the way till the end right here. Now I'm done joining. Now it's time to build the base, to cover the base. Now to do this, I have my fishing line inside this bead, so I'm going to be picking this end of the fishing line and insert it into this one, this way. Now I'll be inserting one bead into this one like this, and I'll pick one more bead and cross with it. This is what you have. Now you insert this fishing line into this bead, and you add one bead into this other fishing line, and you pick another bead and cross with it. Now this is how you continue till you reach the end here. Now I'm here at the last ring here. Now to finish this up, you insert this fishing line into both this bead and this bead, and you cross. You pick one bead and cross with it into this fishing line, this one here. Insert one bead. This is what you have. Then you pick another bead and cross, and this is what we have. Now you continue the same way you made this first one. You insert this, you insert this fishing line into this bead, while you insert one bead into the other end of the fishing line, and you cross with another bead. Now you do this till you reach the end here, where you are going to turn again to start the next line. Now I'm here at the end of the second line, and I'm going to turn so I can start the third line. So as we've been doing it before, you insert this fishing line into this bead and this bead, and you cross with one bead. Now I'm going to start the next line. You insert this fishing line into this bead, add one bead to that same fishing line, and you cross, or you loop with another bead. So this is how you continue till you finish closing the base of the vase. Okay, I'm done joining, and our vase is ready. If you enjoyed watching this video, please like and subscribe for more. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon on my next one. Bye.